upon a time, and no knitted knots. He tried to trick the knight who couldn't use a knife to cut the knitted knots. Then a friendly knot jumped on the knight's knee and gnawed the knitted knots. Cup is made with the letter K, but when C and H are put together, they sometimes will say cup. CH is cup in these words: court and school, ink and scheme, scholar and Kristen, chemist and schedule, chronic, chorus and Christmas. Chris and Christy were bright young scholars who excelled in their competitive school. They would do their homework until their hands did ink. Their best class was chemistry until they joined the chorus. Chris and Christy sang beautiful carols at the Christmas concert. J is made with the letter J, and when you put D, G, E together, they will say J. D, G, E can be found in these words: edge and hedge, fudge and judge, lodge and dodge, badge, ridge and pledge. Listen for the J sound in this. My friend Madge had a cool badge that she earned from Girl Scouts. She could dodge anything in the cluttered lodge. She could balance on a ledge and on the edge of a hedge. The Girl Scouts judge also found that she made the best fudge. J, 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 J in treasure, measure, pleasure. J, 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 J in vision, decision, occasion. J, 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 J in casual, unusual, garage. J is a special sound. Let's listen for it in this silly song. The pirate was looking for his treasure, but he forgot to measure correctly on his map. He looked in Asia, then he watched Fantasia, and then he came to my garage. What an unusual occasion that was. Y is a special letter. When it's a consonant, it says Y, but it can make different sounds when it's a vowel at the end of a word. In shorter words, the Y says I, like buy and my, cry and dry, fly and fry, shy and sky, spy and why. In longer words, the Y says E, like funny, sunny, penny and jenny, candy, handy, silly and hilly, hobby and lobby. At the letter Y This short song is made in many different ways. O and O say O and are heard in the words book and cook, foot and good, look, nook. O and U say O and are heard in the words good and should and toy and would. And sometimes this sound is heard in the words wolf and put, push and push, pull, pull, pull. Now listen for the sound of book in this song. I took my book into the nook, looked out the window to see a wolf dancing with the bull under the maple tree. The bull's hoof got stuck in a pile of muck where he didn't want to be, so I had to pull the foot of the bull for a very small fee. This song can be made in many different ways. O and O say O and are heard in the words boo and moo, goose and moose, hoot, hoot, school. E and W say O and are heard in the words chew and blue, brew and drew, blue, new, stew. U and E say O and are heard in the words blue and clue, blue and true, rue and sue. Sometimes the oo sound is heard in the words like flew and flew, flute and shoot, fruit, shoot, too. You can hear the oo sound in this silly song. Achoo went Sue, moo with the cow, boo with the ghost, and boo with the owl, all in the month of June. Then Drew played a cool tune on his flute. After that he played his tuba under the silvery moon. A and R say R and they're found in the words star and car, far and jar. A, R and T say art and they're found in the words cart and mart, start and part. A, R and D say R and they're found in the words card and yard, nard. A, R and P are found in the word sharp, tarpon. A, R and case and they're found barkin, dark and lark. Listen for in this new song for when you the you need to know where you are. The stars may not be shining so bright, and you could be walking on something sharp. Instead, you should be driving your car to your house and on your own backyard. Go and play on your new harp while your lark sings a song to your car. A, I, R, A, R, E, E, A, R are the letters that make the sound air. A, I, R say air, just like in the words hair, fair, chair and stare. A, R, E say air, just like in the words rare, square, care and share. E, A, R say air, just like in the words bear, pair, tear and wear. Now let's listen for the sound of air in this silly song. The bear liked to wear a bib when it ate some pears, but one day he heard a rip and there he found a tear. To take care of the tear, he sniffed the air to find a chair that he could use to get his pair of scissors that were rare. But he couldn't find his chair, so he went to the fair and put ribbons in his hair. After mousy letter. It makes many vowels, make the same sounds. Listen to these words until the sounds are heard. E-N-R-C-er, like in the words perm, germ, stern, burn, firm, and herb. I-N-R-C-er, like in the words fur, stern, shirt, dirt, burn, and third. O-N-R-C-er, like in the words worm, work, worst, world, word, and verse. U-N-R-C-er, like in the words fur, sir, burn, turn, blurt, and hurts. Now listen to a silly song with these R-controlled words. One day, a lady named Shirley needed to get her hair permed. That would give her very big curls and make her look very stern. She asked the girls in the shop at work to tell the hairdresser to clean off her shirt. When it was finally Shirley's turn, she got the worst perm in the whole wide world. O-R-O-R-E, O-A-R, O-O-R, O-U-R-E-R. These letters say or, O and R say or, just like in the words fork, pork, sport, short, and snort. O-R-E say or, just like in the words score, tore, core, more, and war. O-A-R say or, just like in the words board, 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 roar, and soar. O-O-R say or, just like in the words door and pour and floor. O-U-R say or, just like in the words court and pour and pour. A-R say or, just like in the words war and warm and wart. The next time you see words, you will know what sound to say. O and U, O and W. These are the letters that make the sound ow. O and U say ow, and is heard in the words loud and loud, house and mouse, ground and sister Joy, she likes to eat soy. They both have their ploys, and they both made a lot of noise. When they got many coins, they joined the queen that was royal. O and I, O and Y, these are the letters that make the sound oi. O and I, O and Y, these are the letters that make the sound oi. One letter A, one letter W. When we put them together, they say all. J says jump, jump and all, make the word jaw. S says sup, sup and all, make the word saw. P says pup, pup and all, make the word paw. There are many more words that use the sound all, just like our words law, roll, clause, draw, draw, ball. Let's use some of these cool new words in a new song that you've never heard. The dog hurt his paw when the cat's big claw took his new straw. Then the dog tried to draw while the ice did thaw. Three letters A-L-L, they always say all. This pattern can be found in many words like small and cotton, fall and stall, hall and mall. When W and all are put together, they say wall. When T and all are put together, they say tall. When P and all are put together, they say ball. Some of these words can be heard in this simple song. If you like to sit on a wall, be careful you don't fall. If you like to shop at the mall, make sure you give me a call. And if you like to play basketball, be sure the players are tall. If you keep your horse in a stall, make sure it's not too small. B plus L-E, simple, and is heard at the end of bubble, pebble, and tumble. D plus L-E, dull, and is heard at the end of fiddle, puddle, and saddle. G plus L-E, go, and is heard at the end of jungle, wiggle, and giggle. T plus L-E, toe, and is heard at the end of bottle, rattle, and little. K plus L-E, coat, and is heard at the end of ankle, sparkle, and sprinkle. P plus L-E, poke, and is heard at the end of apple, purple, and temple. Z plus L-E, zo, and is heard at the end of dazzle, fizzle, and puzzle. Listen for the consonants with L-E. Diamond, sparkle, gymnast, tumble, monkey swing in the jungle, jello, jingles, pop, fizzles, Cajuns play funky fiddles, children giggle, volcanoes rumble, men grow, itchy stubble, warriors battle, toys rattle, dogs jump in muddy puddles. slam and sled, sleep and sleep, slink and slug and slipper. B and L, B and L are the letters that take a turn in words. Black and blade, blush and blink, blouse and blue and blanket. C and L, C and L are the letters that take a turn in words. Clam and class, clown and cliff, climb and cloud and closet. Consonant blends with L, consonant blends with L. You will surely be able to tell if you really practice well and hear the sounds that blend with L. Consonant blends with L, consonant blends with L. You will surely tell if you really practice well. Hear the sounds that blend with L. F and L, F and L are the letters that take a turn in words. Flag and flash, flea and floss, flute, fly and flower. G and L, G and L are the letters that take a turn in words. Glare and glass, glide and globe, glove, glow and glacier. P and L, P and L are the letters that take a turn in words. Plat and plane, plat and plate, plum, plug and planet. Consonant blends with L, consonant blends with L. You will surely tell if you really practice well. Consonant blends with R, consonant blends with R. You will surely go far if you wish on a star and hear the sounds that blend with R. D and R, D and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Drum and dress, drip and draw, dream and drink and dragon. F and R, F and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Frog and frost, fry and frown, fruit and frame and freckles. C and R, C and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Crab and cry, crust and crack, cross and crown and cradle. Consonant blends with R, consonant blends with R. You will surely go far if you wish on a star and hear the sounds that blend with R. Consonant blends with R, consonant blends with R. You will surely go far if you wish on a star. Hear the sounds that blend with R. P and R, P and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Print and press, prize and prince, pray and prune and president. G and R, G and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Grin and grab, green and grape, graph and grass and grandmother. B and R, B and R are the letters that take a turn in words. Brick and brush, brown and bread, branch and bridge and brother. Consonant blends with R, consonant blends with R. You will surely go far L. It can be blended with other letters. B says B, B and L say bl, black and blue. G says G, G and L say gl, glass and glue. S says S, S and L say sl, slide and slow. F says F, F and L say fl, flat and flow. C says cup, cup and L say cl, clean and clay. P says pup, pup and L say pluck, plant and play. Let's listen to a song that has these L blends. The snake slid slowly down the black and blue blend, while the fleet flew over the flowing flood. Then the cleaning lady tried to clear the clutter, while the pleasant lad played with the black pliers. Then the glass glowed in the light of the moon. S is up and it can be blended with other letters. S and P blend to make spell and spend. S and T blend to make stuck, star and stop. S and W blend to make swap, swing and swim. S and P and L blend to make spluff, splish and splash. S and C and R blend to make scrub, scratch and scrub. S and Q and U blend to make squat, square and squash. S and T and R blend to make struck, string and straight. S and P and R blend to make sprung, spring and spray. Now let's listen to a song that has these S blends. 7 straight stop signs stood in the long stairway, while the scrubby stray scratched and needed to be scrubbed. Then the sweet swallow swam, while the squishy squashes squirmed. Then the spunky spaniels splished and splashed and sprayed water all over the place. S-C, S-C, together they say skunk, like in scarf and scar, scoot and scare, score and sculpt. S-K, S-K, together they say skunk, like in skip and skate, sky and ski, skill and skirt. S-M, S-M, together they say smoke, like in small and smile, smoke and smooth, smart and smell. S-N, S-N, together they say snuff, like in snail and snake, snow and snow, snack and sneeze. tricksters tripped over the trees while the green grass grew. Then the brave brown bear brewed coffee, and the crazy crickets cracked crunchy carrots. Then the dreary dragon's dream of drinking from drains came true. T-H-R, blend them together and they say thread, like three and thread, throat and throw, thrill and throb. G-R, blend them together and they say fret, like green and grow, grow and grunt, grin and grint. P-R, blend them together and they say fret, like print and price, prune and proud, press and pray. T-R, blend them together and they say truck, like train and truck, trick and treat, troll and trip. Let's listen for these words in this song. One day some triplets dressed up as trolls, they went trick or treating on a train. The three tricky trolls tried to have some thrills, but their stomachs began to growl and their grins began to fade. So they asked for the price of grapes, but could only afford some prunes. S-H-R, blend them together, they say shrill, like a shred and shrill, shrimp and shroud, shrink and shrivel. S-C-R, blend them together, they say scrowl, like it's scratch and scream, scream and scrowl, screw and scrub. S-T-R, blend them together, they say strong, like it's strong and string, strange and straight, straight and straight. S-P-R, blend them together, they say sprout, like in spring and spruce, sprout and sprint, sprint and spring. Let's listen for these words in this silly song. One